Hi everybody, hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you're watching this from. And this is just going to be a small talk on feeling alive. I guess the reason I wanted to do this talk is because, you know, in life, as I've said, it's real roller coaster, as I've said, I'm sounding like a broken record again because I keep saying this all the time, but yeah, in life, it's a roller coaster. There are ups and downs. There are bad moments. There are good moments. But most of the times, there's always moments where we feel the most energetic. We feel the most happy. We feel the most joyful. We feel the most enthusiastic and inspired and motivated. You know, I guess because that's when we feel the most alive. It's like nothing can bring us down in that specific moment of time because we just feel amazing. Like, you know, you woke up, you're feeling good, you're ready to tackle your day, you're ready to go on with it, and nothing on earth can really stop you from, going on the day and doing the things that you want to do and actually, you know, going through with it, pursuing it, and doing it the best you can because you're just such in a good mood, such in a, uplifting and cheerful mood that honestly nothing can bring you down. You know, it's one of those moments, one of those rare moments actually, where we feel the most fulfilled, where we feel the most, what do you call this, free, honestly, because most of the time, most of us are, or all of us, experience times where we feel trapped, where we feel confined, where we feel, locked in our very own cages, our very own boxes, um, you know, just caging ourselves from reality, from people, from experiences, and this is in this specific moment where you finally unlock or break out of that cage of yours or that box of yours and actually let in people, in the experiences, and actually, be in the moment, you know. And it's one of those moments where you're in the moment, you know. What I mean by in the moment is that whenever some of us, or maybe all of us, I mean, are really, into something or into a certain activity or experience or conversation, whenever you're into that certain thing and interested, super interested in it, you wouldn't mind anything around you except that certain activity or conversation or event. There's nothing going through your mind other than that. There's nothing, distracting you. You aren't thinking about the time. You aren't thinking about where you should be after this. You aren't thinking about other people, or you aren't thinking about your duties or responsibilities for that matter in that specific moment of time because you're just focused on that one activity, that one conversation, that one event, or that one, experience or scenario that you're going through right now. You're just focused on that, and you're enjoying it. You're making the most out of it and you're cherishing it, And that's when you feel most alive, honestly, I guess, because, you know, I mean, you can define it whichever way that you want, but I think, being alive is more than just, living. Being alive is more than just, going through your day. I mean, essentially, you're alive because you're breathing and all that. Your heart's beating and all that. But to feel alive, to feel that you're not just some essentially a robot, going through life like an endless cycle, eat, sleep, wake up, go to work, go to school, go to bed, repeat, you know, or whatever, cycle that you go through. When you feel alive, when you feel that rush of adrenaline, that cycle is broken. That cycle is torn down. You don't have a cycle anymore. You could go in this direction, you can go in that direction. You're spontaneous, you're exciting, you're inspired, you're motivated, you're energetic beyond belief. And you just feel it. It could be given or it could be, felt by you from other people. and that in turn will make whatever conversation you have with them more interesting, whatever activity you have with them more interesting, whatever activity you have for yourself, your passion, your hobby, your job, it'll make it more interesting and more, what do you call this? Uh, thrill inducing and what do you call this? Thrill inducing and lively. That's the word for it. And it's something really special to feel because not all of us actually get that feeling on a daily basis. So if you do, well, you know, you're doing something right. Which you're like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. But if you do, that means you really enjoy the things that you're doing, really enjoying the life that you're living. You're not just living for the sake of living. You're not just working for the sake of working. You're not just going about life for the sake of going about life. You're actually doing stuff. You're actually experiencing things. You're actually making relationships. You're actually, you know, experiencing, trying out new things of life that they offer you. Making the most out of every single second, minute, and hour that you have in a day, in a month, in a year, in a decade. Making use of all that time to make the most out of the life that you have so far. Yeah. And I mean, it's not it's not all about, just experiences. It could be, as I said, this feeling can come from literally anything. It could be from exciting, thrilling activities. It could be from boring activities. It could be from mundane tasks that you find interesting. It could be from just a simple hangout with a friend. It could be just a simple conversation with a friend, be it online, be it in person, be it on the way to school, be it on the way home, being it while in work, you know, being it, through chat, you know, moments with your family, be it just simply having a small meal, lunch, breakfast, dinner, just where you all are together chatting about how each other's day went and stuff, smiling, joking around. That could give you a sense of, feeling alive. It could be literally anything. And I think all of us need to have that feeling at least once every month, every week, every day, maybe, luckily, if you're lucky, like I said, every day you might get that. But yeah, I think it's important for us because, we're not machines, we're not robots, we're not, a specific species programmed to do one thing. There's a reason why we're humans. There's a reason why we've been given personalities. There's a reason why we've been given emotions. There's a reason why we've been given thoughts. It's because we are meant to feel, we are meant to think, and we are meant to experience things. That's why some of us are athletic, some of us are adventurous, some of us are, brainy and all this because we are meant to do so much things rather than just, you know, sit, sleep, eat, work, study, play, repeat. We're meant to do so much things. And I mean, like I said, it could come from anything, but yeah, that feeling, that rush of adrenaline that you get just from, I don't even know how it happens, you know, I don't get it. Like, I never thought that you could get something like adrenaline just from simply hanging out with someone, simply, speaking with someone. Because, I mean, in my case, that's what happened to me. I just, like, whenever I hang out with my friends, close friends, or certain people, I don't know, I get this feeling of adrenaline, this joy, even if it's just them just talking about simple stuff, sometimes boring stuff, sometimes stuff that I find boring suddenly becomes so interesting. I don't know, maybe it's the person, maybe it's a change in me, maybe it's my mind telling me, oh, this is not actually boring. It's just how you thought of it that made it boring. And hearing it now from somebody else, it makes it interesting, you know. But enough about that. I mean, but yeah, it literally comes from anything. And I guess that feeling of livelihood, that feeling of thrill and adrenaline, you need to have that once because, I mean, not only will it affect, not only will it push you to, you know, live life and put so much enthusiasm and energy and joy into that certain thing that you're doing, but it could also put that same amount of energy, adrenaline, joy, and enthusiasm into everything else. Because once you have that feeling and once you get going, I think that feeling will run with you for a very long time, honestly. Because as long as you have that one thing that gives you that rush, that feeling of, yes, I'm alive, yes, I'm more than just a machine. Yes, I can feel, I can think, I can explore, I can do this, I can do that. You know, I'm not limited to just a body. I can do many things like that. You know, having that sense of feeling in everything that you do will make it completely a new experience because you have unlimited options and could be your hobbies, it could be anything that you want to do, as long as you have that sense of adrenaline, that sense of rush, that sense of inspiration and motivation, and that feeling of being alive. Yeah, it will show. You don't need to tell people I feel alive. It will show in the way you act, in the way you speak, in the way you present yourself, in the way your body language is. It will show through that, and people will feed off that energy, and then they feel the same way, and then you will be just vibing with each other, feeling each other's energy, and that makes the world, I guess, although it's still chaotic, somewhat better place. And yeah, I mean that's all for this. That's all for this talk, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for watching again. And hope you have a great day. Bye.